Hello and welcome to this video in which I'm going to show you an idea for a G Dorian scale, and it's going to contain some chromatic notes. It's going to be a sequence in groups of 10 notes, and I'm going to play it rhythmically in groups of 6 notes. So if you want to check out the music for this idea and lots of other ideas too, if you head on over to guitartheoryandtechniquebook.com, and you'll find the tab and various ideas for this and lots of other links and ideas on the site. So head on over there and hopefully you'll find it helpful. Now, the G Dorian scale pattern, the basic pattern that I'm going to use here, is starting on the D string on fret 5. I'll quickly run through the basic scale pattern, and on fret 5 I'm going to start my first finger, and on the D string play frets 5, 7 and 8. On the G string I'm going to play frets 5, 7, 9. On the B string, I'm going to play frets 6, 8, 10. And then on the high E string, again, frets 6, 8, 10. So the basic pattern I'm going to use here is this. Now, the lick, I mentioned chromatic notes. I'm going to start off on the G string on the 5th fret, and I'm going to play frets 5, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to add the 8 in there as a passing note. And I'm going to actually play frets 5, 7, 8, 9, 5. I'm going to start with an upstroke and pick up, down, up, down, up. So far we have this. Now, I'm going to head on over to the D string on the 7th fret, and I'm going to play frets 7 and 8. I'm going to play these two notes with an upstroke, then a downstroke. The tricky part is getting from the G string on the 5th fret to the D string on the 7th fret. I'm going to use one pick stroke, so I'm going to play both of those with one upstroke. This is the economy picking idea, and you're going to cross the strings, play the G string with an upstroke. I'll come to rest on the D string, then continue through and play the upstroke on the D string. You have to watch out that you don't get notes bleeding into each other like this, or the notes are too short. So we need the notes, which is the left hand controls the length of the notes. So far the pattern is this. Now I'm going to go back to the G string with a downstroke on the 5th fret, and again when I go from the D string to the G string, again it's another economy picking idea, one downstroke to get the two notes. Come to rest on the G string. The idea is when you're doing the economy picking, the plectrum does not come away from the strings. It's just one pick stroke to get one or more notes in other situations. And then on the G string, I'm going to play frets 5, 7, 9, down, up, down, as so. So far, we have 10 notes like this. Now I'm going to build a sequence. I'm going to play this exact same idea on the starting from the B string. So I'm going to start on fret 6 on the B string, and I'm going to play, all the picking is exactly the same. I'm going to start with an upstroke. Here I'm going to play frets 6, 8, 9, 10, 6, as so. Then on the G string, frets 7, 9, up, down. Back to the B string, frets 6, 8, 10. Okay, and then I'm going to play the whole thing again on the high E, or starting from the high E string, fret 6, 8, 9, 10, 6, starting with an upstroke again. Onto the B string, frets 8 and 10, up, down. And then back to the high E string, frets 6, 8, 10. That was down, up, down. And then just finishing the whole thing off with the 6th fret on the high E string. So far we have 3 sections. Then, and then, and finishing on. So I put it all together. Now, it's a continuous line that, again, it's groups of 10 notes. So the idea is we need to try and play this in, you could play it in groups of 5 or 10, which would be easier to play the whole idea, but we're actually going to play it in either groups of 4 or groups of 3 or groups of 6. For this particular example, I'm going to play it in groups of 6. So here it is with the track, and I hope you enjoy it.